So, I have a bear. Everything's terrifying. Yes. Yes, that is the state of things. Everything is terrifying. Here we go. I don't know. I don't really want to go into the closet, except that now I have a bear, and so maybe I can. Okay, so my Q and E sort of works here. Maybe it's like oh, no, come back, door, come back. It's literally when I'm standing behind a door, I can peer out from behind the door. That's weirdly contextual. I'm not used to games that make that distinction. I don't know that there's any value in me going in here. Especially because like it's not perfectly dark, and he made such a big deal about how something perfectly dark. But I'm pretty sure I'm gonna get chased in here by a monster later, and I'm gonna look out those slats, and it's gonna be super scary. Like, just wait for it. Is there a dragon in my house? What the hell? Okay, so are these stairs? Is this just a balcony? There's stairs going the other way. Was there like a baby gate maybe? Okay, I can't run. Oh shit, I can open it. Well, that's terrifying. I shouldn't be able to do any of these things. I'm a small child. Come on. What about this? Can I open this door? No. Okay. Here we go. I'm gonna run over here so I can turn out the light so that I can run. But then I want my bear.
We have to be very quiet. You don't know what might be listening.
Okay. How do I be quiet? I'm guessing don't run. Do I have to crawl? Is crawling quieter? I love the metaphor of hugging a security animal to feel safer. Like, I absolutely feel safer when that little bear light comes on. There's nothing in here, right? Oh my god, what's... There's a boot. I'm gonna move the boot out of the way. No. I don't know why I'm preparing myself to have to, like, hide in closets. It feels very amnesia to me, I guess. That's not a great sign. I mean, just from a, like, this is my house, why are there chairs that are toppled over? Something seems... Oh, God! Where... Okay. So, okay. This is awesome. This is a thing that games can do, that movies, well, maybe they can do. I feel like they can't get away with in the same way. But in a game, I'm in charge of the camera. I'm in charge to some extent of the pacing, of the movement of the character. And so here's a situation where there's clearly, like, it's a linear path. There's a way for me to go. I'm going to go into this room. I'm going to go through this room to the next room. Like, there's no really other way for me to go, at least not that's apparent to me. So I'm on that path. I'm walking on that path. The game does something to imply danger on the path, and I'm gonna freak out about that, right? Like, because implied danger, or some kind of startling event, like all of the windows flash as though an atomic bomb has gone off in the neighborhood next door. So like that freaks me out. I'm gonna back up. I'm gonna stop moving. I'm not gonna approach. All the game has to do now is wait for me, because like, as long as it doesn't make it continue to seem threatening, I know that I'm on a linear path. I know that the way that I need to move is forward. And so I'm internally going to feel this tension between, I don't want to go that way seems threatening. The game is like set up to make this feel like a dangerous place for me to go. And this is clearly the way that I need to go, and nothing's going to happen until I continue going that way. The closest I think you get in a movie, well, there's two analogies that you could draw. You've got like a character who does this, right? If you were to actually film this scene and put it in a movie, everybody in the theater would like, what the hell is going on? Why are you going that way? Isn't it clear that that's where the danger is? But because you give me this agency and you limit my other options, I feel like I have no choice but to walk into this like maybe dangerous situation, like exactly the place that you would scream at a horror movie character from doing. The other analogy that you could make is that this is a sort of a game-specific, like an agency-based way of creating a sort of dramatic irony. I'm just thinking about this now. I don't know if that actually tracks. But dramatic irony, of course, is in literature, in any kind of medium, when the audience knows something that the characters don't. So this is really common in suspense movies, where Alfred Hitchcock sort of famously described the situation where you can have two characters sit at a table and talk forever and keep the audience's rapt attention if the audience knows that there's a bomb under the table. Because then the audience is just waiting for the bomb to go off. That there's like this incredible tension around everything that happens, even if there's no action in the scene. That sense of the audience knowing something that the characters don't, that's dramatic irony, and that powers a lot of different really like emotional situations in all sorts of media. It's harder to do in games, I think. We were kind of talking about this a little bit in Kingdom Hearts on Sunday in the Sunday Game Club, about actually I don't remember if we talked about this or not, but I was thinking about it because that does this thing where like it cuts away from the story and shows you like other things that are going on and the villains talking and their plans and whatnot, and it sort of feels like it's like for your benefit as a viewer to like get this sense of what's going on in a different way than the characters do, and it doesn't work in that game. It doesn't work when it's set up that way. It's a very cinematic way of doing it. This totally works for me. And like I said, I don't know if this is a great like analogy to dramatic irony, but this sense of like, as a player, I know that bad things are going to happen if I keep playing this game. Like, that's the deal that I have struck, right? I know what I'm getting into, and yet I'm going to keep playing the game. I don't know. I think that's an interesting sort of relationship that can be explored, and that gets explored in all kinds of horror games. Look at these videotapes. Look, is that a child wielding like a sword, a katana? Is that like a toddler katana child? I don't know if they're... Look at me looking around, right? I mean, like, head on a swivel. Like, Jesus Christ, the sound design. Do you guys hear that heartbeat? This is so good. Okay, I lost track. Oh, somebody suggested that the non-language written is because as an infant I don't read, which makes sense to me. Why is the refrigerator open? Guys, this is not good. None of this is good. Close that. That should be closed. No, close it. There we go. There we go. I have exerted control on the world around me. I feel better about that. I've got my bear. Oh my god, I'm gonna have to hide in all of these places. What the fuck? What? Who's breaking glasses? Jesus Christ, guys. I don't want to be here anymore. Why do you have... Why am I drawing pictures about, like, dark shadow monsters and people hiding under tables? Those are not the kinds of things that I want to be drawing. Okay. I feel like I've been playing this game for an hour now. I'm 10 minutes into it. Okay. I need a chair or is that a... No, that's a thing. How about a chair? Jesus, this is a big chair. This is a big job. But I am super strong. I am a super duper strong 2-year-old. Look at that. Damn. That's an extremely satisfying interaction. I mean, because mostly when I'm interacting with the world, I'm dragging, and I drag things in a sort of very there's a lot of inertia to my drags, right? Like the physics feel very heavy when I'm like trying to drag doors or the chair or whatnot. But when I click on a door handle and it just like springs open, that's an extremely satisfying reaction. I just want to point that out. It makes me, because at the same time I am terrified of opening doors because I don't know what I'm going to find on the other side. Oh, God damn it, I accidentally opened that door all the way. That's not what I meant to do. Oh, Jesus. Did that... God damn it, I'm seeing like ghosts all over the place, right? This is super deliberate too. This is not like, who puts their boots underneath their coat in this fashion, right? Like this level design is extremely, yeah, right? Like it makes sense when you look at it. I mean, it sort of makes sense, but it's designed specifically to look like it's somebody standing there towering over me. And then I look over here and this lamp for some reason looked like some kind of a ghost. I don't even know. There's so many slits. Like this is this, I hear that heartbeat again. I feel like the environment design does a lot with slatted doors and vents and things that like I can kind of see. Is this mom's room? Okay, but I can't open it. Okay, so another thing that's interesting about this game is that a game like this, I feel like, can relies pretty heavily on environmental narrative, right? It's telling me the story of who I am and what's going on and the place that I live in through the design, the actual construction and level design and modeling of the house. And frequently, environmental narrative relies pretty heavily on text, on like graffiti is a trope that is overused because it's so effective. But also things like letters or postcards or whatever, signs. The fact that I can't read written language is a serious design challenge to creating an environmental narrative. It's very impressive how much they do in making me feel like I understand what's going on in this house, and also that like there's all sorts of things that are seriously wrong about this house. I don't know if I'm safer with the bear on or the bear off. Also, I'm gonna come back this way and that broom is gonna be knocked over and... Oh god. Oh god. No, bring the bear back. I can't do anything without my bear. I need the bear. Is that two people fighting over a child? Or I can't tell if that's like a one-eyed person with an angry mouth or a person with hair covering one of his eyes. I don't know exactly what's going on in that drawing. It's harder to parse, right? Like that first drawing was obviously terrifying, and the second drawing was very nice. It was like, I love my mom. I'm not sure what to make of the third drawing. What? Why? Who? God damn it. Why are noises so scary? Oh no, that's just me. Okay. Okay, and super creepy sounds. Good, good. Stay on that. Do the super creepy sounds. You're doing that very effectively. Okay. So the fact that some of these drawers are opened is reminding me that I can like make stairs out of drawers, which I might have forgotten otherwise, or it might not have occurred to me to do here. Now I don't know if it's important or not, but there we go. Okay, I don't know that that was worth doing, but it does make me feel like I'm 2 years old and I'm just crawling all over everything. Oh, shit, I shouldn't have done that. I'm supposed to be being quiet. Okay, alright. Well, hopefully that didn't alert all of the monsters that I'm in the closet here. Okay, that's... I can interpret that one. That one is not good. That's what that one means. Look at this slat that's missing, so I can like stare right through it, but not quite. It's like just below eye level, so I can't actually see anything useful. Okay. This one isn't going to be tall enough, is it? No. What do I have that I can use? Can I... Oh, that goes way out. I see. I see. Is my breathing, like, very alien-esque? That's such a satisfying action. I can do a lot to have just, like, one satisfying interaction like that. Oh, is this Mom's room? Oh god, this is gonna turn out badly, isn't it? Oh shit. Oh god.
She's not here.
Oh fuck. What? is... I hear noises. I hear like lullaby being sung. This is exactly what I'm talking about, right? Like, I'm pretty sure, I am almost 100% positive that I'm supposed to like go to that door. Like, that's the next thing for me to do. Literally nothing is going to happen until I do that. But I don't want to leave underneath my bed, right? Like, I don't want to get out. This is the tension that I'm talking about, that the game does really well. Okay, I'm gonna go. Another thing that's neat is that I currently have no idea what the stakes of this game are. Is it possible for me to die? Is there a point in this game where I could lose? Is there any failure case whatsoever? Or are there lots? I mean, maybe there are lots of different failure cases. I don't think I've encountered anything yet that I could have failed the whole game on. But I keep thinking around the corner, there's going to be like a monster, and the monster could eat me. And then... oh shit, it's that like marks on the floor. My QE doesn't seem to do anything here. Oh fuck. Okay. Alright, okay. The humming is not helping me. The humming is freaking me out. Why is this toy everywhere? What is this drawing? This is a drawing of me in a cage, I think. This is the one complaint that I have about the game so far, is that it's difficult for me to actually look at these drawings, and I don't see a way that I am supposed to be able to do that. Oh, I guess like this. This is how I'm supposed to do it. Okay. I think that's me in a cage. I don't want to be in a cage, but I would rather be in a cage if it's safe. What the fuck? Okay, I'm back at the kitchen. I'm gonna hide under the table. Right? Because under the table was... I'm just now piecing together the level layout. So, like, I went past Mom's door, and then I went around a corner, and I went in the other way, and then I came out the front door. Oh, fuck. Where is the singing coming from? Oh, shit. Oh! Goddamn! Okay. I don't, I want to hide somewhere. I'm here. If I put my hands up, then nobody can see me, right? Woo! Okay. Okay. All right. Good. Good. I was gonna point out how like nice that shot was of the light on the clock, and how the game knew that I would be approaching from that direction, so I could set up that shot really well. But now I'm kind of stressed out. I don't know. Okay. Okay, alright. Is that the TV? Okay. I think the TV just switched itself on. No, it sure didn't. Just sounds like it did. Oh god, can I just go back to my crib? Can I just go home, please? Fuck, I have to get on my bear. Oh my god. Okay, alright, No, I don't want to do that. So the singing is coming from this direction, I'm pretty sure. Like back the way that I came. Oh god, I have to go up the stairs. Seriously, this is a 2-hour game and I think it's gonna... Oh, fuck! What? Oh no. Guys! I think it's gonna take me a year to finish this game. Okay, it still sounds like the singing is coming from upstairs. That's such a funny toy that is everywhere. Okay, so I'm not sure if the gate is a puzzle that I'm supposed to solve. Could be. Could be that I need to drag something up the stairs that I can stand on. Oh, fuck. Or maybe I need to go into this entirely... No. No. Jesus, no. No. Oh, fuck. Okay. This seems like a great place to take a break. Is there... does anybody have a question? Is there an interesting question? Can you talk a bit about what the game's doing to sort of get you in a toddler headspace in terms of how it wants you to play the character and how well is it working for you? I actually think it's working pretty well. So, I mean, obviously there are lots of these little embodiment cues, right? The fact that you can see your body, the fact that like the hands in front of your eyes as a pause, a lot of the stuff that has to do with how you are physically occupying space and drawing your attention to that. So, you know, the fact that, like I said, that you can see your body and you can see the size of it in relationship to other things, the fact that like your perspective is at a toddler level. And then I would say even stronger than that, the fact that I'm toggling between walking and crawling, and I sort of want to do both. Walking is really useful because I can see better and I can reach things that I couldn't reach when I'm crawling, but crawling is faster and it lets me get into like what feel like safer places. That like specifically in the transition between them, that is not quick. Like that's not a rapid switch from one to the next. It's a very like deliberate animation of now you have to get down on your knees and crawl. All of that makes me feel very in the physical space, like the like I say, embodied in this 2-year-old. Mentally, I think the drawings are really effective, actually, because the drawings suggest to me not only like a mood that like there's scary stuff going on, and but I feel good about my mom. Like my mom is just hearts and smiles, but then everywhere else there's all of this sort of ambiguously frightening stuff. It also suggests to me that like I am a person who exists in this space outside of the context of the game. I have a history here. Like I've lived in this house for 2 years, and at some point I drew some things that get littered around. So that actually I think is really hugely effective in helping me get into a 2-year-old headspace. I think it also helps that My experience with, okay, so I don't know if anybody else feels like this, but this is very evocative to me of Gone Home, and also kind of Amnesia, but mostly so far Gone Home, because there's no monsters in it. There's like environmental effects, and it feels terrifying, and I'm afraid to open every door. But nothing has actually jumped out at me. Other than like flashing lights and maybe that's lightning or something. I don't know. My experience with Gone Home, and I think the designed experience, was that for people my age, the nostalgia of the 90s that is infused in that game is evocative of a time when I was 14. And maybe the intention for the game is that it's evocative of something slightly later, but like maybe or 12 even. It's evocative of a time that if I was alone in my house and the lights were off, I would feel afraid, and I would know that there was nothing to be afraid of, but I would still feel afraid, and like every room would feel like it was loaded with potential danger, and I would want to curl up in front of a TV and like put a blanket over my head because it's scary. Whereas today, I don't typically feel like that. Like I feel very comfortable, especially in a place that is familiar to me, a home. Whenever I go to a home late at night, it can be storming out, it can be dark. I don't feel afraid in the same way that I felt when I was 12 or 14. And this game is not about making me feel like it's the 90s, but this game is about making me feel like I'm very young. And the kind of fear that it is portraying is not an amnesia fear. It's not a like Lovecraftian, there's some madness behind the next corner, there's a monster that's chasing you, like for real, you have to hide in a closet because you are violating a sacred place, or there has been some kind of there's something fundamentally wrong with the space that you're in. This is a Gone Home kind of frightening, like your house has become uncanny, and I think that kind of story thrives on this sort of nostalgic sense of being young. And it's interesting to me that Gone Home like approaches that in a totally different way. It approaches it through the archaeology of the environmental narrative, right? Like everything about that game screams it is 1992 or whatever it is. And in this game, it's not about that, right? Like I can't pin a year on this specifically, particularly, but I do feel like I am a certain age. And so it sort of gets at the same feeling. Okay, cool. That was a great question. That was really interesting. I'm going to take a short break. I'm going to come back. We're going to play some more of this. We're going to see if there really are monsters, maybe, or like what the hell's going on. Yeah, I'll be back in a minute.